Now let's go to our ACC Smart Decision of the Week. Indy, I know you got one from the NFL, as I do. What is yours?
Well, in Houston, they kept their head coach. In Cleveland, Mike Holmgren fired their head coach. I don't like to see people lose their jobs, but I think that was a very smart move by Mike Holmgren. He had every right to fire Mangini when he was first hired as the team president because he went 5-11. I'm talking about Mangini, but Holmgren said, you know what, let me give him a chance, even though he's not my guy. And when he gave him his second chance, he went 5-11 again. With this young talent in Cleveland who has a proud history, I think it's time for Mike Holmgren to start making his decisions, start to put his thumbprint on this team, because Holmgren's one of those guys that I truly respect. There are so many head coaches, coordinators that come from the Holmgren tree, and they take on his system, and that's why they're successful. If he could start to implement his system into Cleveland, whether he's the coach or he brings in a coach that runs his West Coast offense and plays the way he likes to play, I think the Cleveland fans will be happy sooner than later, and there's just too much young talent for them to wait. You talk about Peyton Hill as the great running back. You talk about, you know, the guys they have on defense. My favorite quarterback in the NFL, Colt McCoy from UT. If they could get that right leadership, I really think they could turn things around very quickly.
Well, that means Mike Holmgren's going to be playing against the Texans, and so will Colt McCoy, if he is indeed the head coach. My smart decision of the week goes to Ziggy Wolf, the owner of the Vikings, for rehiring Leslie Frazier. Frazier, with no quarterback, is 3-3. He had interviewed he was defensive coordinator. He'd interviewed for jobs. He's ready for that job. I think it was smart to get him, because if they hadn't gotten him, some other team was going to go in there and do it. He has one quarterback under contract. That's Joe Webb. He's made it clear he's not interested in messing with Brett Favre anymore as they move forward. I think that was a great move by the Vikings.